just gonna die in the end. Okay, guys, here we go with another Nux Taku video. You guys know how much I just love Nux's videos. I admire his knowledge, and I love his sense of humor. I mean, his videos are just wildly entertaining to me. I mean, all the anime commentators whose videos we watch here at the channel are just, again, I'm just amazed at their depth of knowledge, and it so extremely surpasses my own. It just makes it fun and interesting to hear what they have to think about anything. Now, this one, I have to be fair, I do know that there is kind of a creepy Easter egg in it. I'm aware of what it is. I don't know if all of you are. You guys had tipped me off to it right away. Nux put this out last week on April Fool's Day, as a matter of fact. And it's called "What Your Favorite Hokage Says About You." That's a funny concept for a video anyway. And I wonder how much of it is totally April Fool's, tongue-in-cheek. But with Nux, it's hard to say because he's always funny no matter what. So it's going to be interesting to see. Going in, my favorite Hokage, see, it depends. Overall, if it was just strictly as the job of Hokage, my favorite's Hashirama, because he's got Hashirama cells, a lot of them. And I just like Hashirama. But if you're talking about hanging out with a Hokage, it's going to be Tsunade, because hanging out with a Hokage. And the thing is, with anime, of course, the hot women always tend to lean towards the younger side, which is fine and good, but it's just not my thing, because one thing I don't lean towards is young anymore. And so Tsunade's that nice MILF, you know, that nice mature, and she's a badass too. So it would all depend on perspective, but one of those two would be my favorite depending on what angle we're approaching it from. And again, there is a very creepy, a little bit disturbing imagery, a lot of bit disturbing imagery of an Easter egg in here, and if you guys don't know what it is, you'll see as we go. But let's see what Nux says our favorite Hokage truly reveals about us.
What does your favorite Hokage say about you? Being that I was never
a lot of
asked
things
to
to be
make a
said
video
about
on
me.
Hokage ever, I decided the perfect video topic for the day would be the Hokage. If Hashirama is your favorite Hokage, well then, you appreciate the big strong boys. You like how his cells basically are senzu beans down to the molecular level, except way cooler and stronger. They can give everyone better attacks and all that, and it answers every plot hole in the series. Now, a lot of people see this as a detriment, like, oh, of course, everyone can do every power ever. Hashirama cells. And if you've seen those people, well, you ought to slap them upside the head. Think of it this way. They would be plot holes, but Hashirama fixed them. Hashirama is a true inspiration to us all. All of us
he is.
From him, and respect that sometimes he has to get his own hands dirty. Sometimes his own reputation is at stake, but his cells saved the series from like 14 billion plot holes. In fact, they're the plot holes of every single episode of Naruto, as well as the bad character writing in some occasions, and the occasional ass pull. They can all be answered with Hashirama cells. Hashirama took
the occasional ass pull.
He understands the flack he would get from the fans and the never-ending hatred thrown towards him by the haters. He's willing to brace all that. He takes all it up front, but he knows what he has to do.
Because he's got Hashirama cells.
His jizz will make the blower immortal, and it's something he has to do. So if you like Hashirama, if you're one of those brave souls that likes him, it says so much about you. How in the face of adversity, when everyone around you is in pain and suffering in any shape or form, you're willing to get your own hands dirty. You're willing to have your own name dragged through the mud. So that you and yourself can save your friends and enemies and all future generations. In fact, Hashirama was not about saving friends at all once you think about it. No, Hashirama is in it for the series. He's there for the plot holes. He's not there for his friends. He doesn't give a shiz about his friends. He invites Yuchiya into his village. Later, he kills their leader.
The mob always had fixers.
But none of that's the point. If you like Hashirama, it's because you're one of those fixer-upper guys.
Yeah.
Freaking OCD about everything to the point that if you're getting mugged, you're going to fix the mugger's tie, damn it. Oh, mugger, sir, you forgot to load your gun. Yeah, that's you,
you're a mugger
Hashirama
doesn't mean
fans. Oh, but
you
that's
can be
not all
a slob.
Hashirama fans do. No. They're also inspired because, as you know, Hashirama had control over all the tailed beasts, and he thought it was a cool idea to give out the tailed beasts to every single other nation because, you know, splitting up the power would make it much more fun and stuff. And then there were 3 more world wars, but let's not get into that. Had he kept the tailed beast, there would have potentially been none, but it would have been unfair. It's truly an inspiration.
But come on.
He's willing to sacrifice all these thousands and thousands of lives.
Hashirama had the ultimate disrespect in anime too.
Because he was an idealistic, naive bitch.
Hashirama.
If he's your favorite Hokage, then you're the type of guy that'll bring a gun to a knife fight and also another gun to give to your opponent. Only in the good way, of course, because Hashirama is truly an inspiration.
God damn it, Nux.
That we've covered the first Hokage. Now we understand exactly who you are, if he's your favorite. Yeah, in case you were unaware, this is going to be a very beautifully sarcastic, assholey video like you've been asking me to do for a while. But also, I will be doing a very serious analysis part at the very end, so I will put a timestamp below if that's really what you're here for, since I'm not a total asshole. It's just my persona. Ha! The timestamp was fake! No, I'm not.
Nux, embrace total assholery. I have.
That's what I tell myself. Moving on to the second Hokage.
Come on, this guy is so
the
good.
guy who wanted to annihilate all the Uchiha, and then after they formed a pact and made a leaf village together and it was all nice, he still wanted to annihilate all the Uchiha. And even after it seemed like things were working out and the politics in the leaf village were finally reaching a state of equality, he still wanted to annihilate all the Uchiha. This eventually caused the Uchiha to make this massive uprising, or at least try to, and they all ended up needing to be wiped out. Boy, was Tobirama happy when he was revived and he heard the news. Not the point. If you like Tobirama, you know, the guy who wanted to make Konoha great again, you voted for Trump. Facts. We are going to build a wall.
That's a fair assessment right there.
This is Tobirama's strategy. Now, I'm not hating on Tobirama or on Trump. In fact, Tobirama is one of my favorite of the Hokage. Oh, damn it. Ignoring that last part, Tobirama also had some incredible feats, like losing to every single fight ever. He lost to Kinkaku and Shmikaku. If Tobirama's your favorite Hokage, then you're one of those masochists who enjoys getting characters killed off screen.
Getting an ass beaten.
Tobirama's defeat was. Freaking Darui beat Kinkaku and Shminkaku. But something else really inspirational that Tobirama seemed to do is
good point.
he basically invented every jutsu ever. I mean, Tobirama wanted to get more stuff done, created the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Tobirama needed to somehow beat the Sharingan, created the Flying Thunder God Jutsu. Was pissed off about, you know, dying, created the Edo Tensai Jutsu. And I love how absolutely none of these jutsus came back to bite them later. Yeah, you know how the Edo Tensai revived an army and killed out like tens of thousands of ninjas and before the Great Ninja?
Took out a number of people.
Creator, ladies and gentlemen, Tobirama, can we please have a hand of applause for this future-thinking genius? This is the guy that'll create the blueprints to super weapons and then fold the papers into paper airplanes and throw them, seeing how far. If you like Tobirama, then you're the guy that'll make a nuclear reactor to heat up your waffles, and then when your waffles are hot already, you'll sell it in a garage sale. He's the guy that wants views on YouTube, so he makes a video building my own missile-equipped military drone and giving it to a homeless man. On to the third Hokage, everyone's favorite grandpa. He has incredible character traits, like the fact that he doesn't tell Naruto that he's the son of the fourth Hokage, even though it would have gotten the entire village to like him, just like they were all freaking fondling Konohamaru. That is a very wrong and terrible phrasing. No one was fondling Konohamaru. Because he was underage, if he would have already been 18, they would be fondle. You get the point. Everyone ostracized Naruto. Imagine knowing that his dad was the fourth Hokage that sacrificed his life for the village. They'd freaking love him, but no. The third Hokage decided not to tell him because it builds character or something. I don't know. But what I do know is, if he's your favorite Hokage, then you're one of those building character guys. I could save these people that are being attacked by a horde of
too much character building, like those over-the-top teachers we all had.
Character by defeating the horde of zombies.
Gym teachers.
Literally the third Hokage in The Walking Dead. But he also had some other cool shiz, like his grandson tried to assassinate him like 100 million times. Just like the second episode of Naruto itself. And he didn't even admonish him. He just sighed, Konohamaru. Bro, if my grandson would be trying to assassinate me, I think that there's a problem with the parenting somewhere. So if the third Hokage is your favorite Hokage, then you think it's cool for your grandkids to try to assassinate you because it builds character. As you can see, the writing to the third Hokage is flawless.
I can see that.
And dies by these principles.
If my granddaughter comes at me, I would be like, yeah, okay.
Personality at all, because he decided, hey, Danzo's pissed off that even though he's a psychopath, he didn't become the Hokage.
Even though he's
give
a
him
psychopath.
Ultimate power, making him the leader of the most useless anime organization of all time, the Foundation. Because in the end of the day, the third Hokage was a wuss, and that is why he wanted everyone to build character. He realized that the greatest flaw
I gotta admit though,
was that he did not
the third might be my least favorite.
Yo, you're a psychopath. You should not be getting ultimate power to this foundation.
I mean, it's not even a knock against Joe Hokage. I just,
aside from trying to take over the world at one point,
you know, the whole thing with Orochimaru was cool, but
he was too much of a pussy to do that, and he realized he had to build character. When he's hard on Naruto, hard on Konohamaru. Actually, not hard on Konohamaru, that's the whole problem, but not the point. He's trying to build them as people, to try to give to them what he didn't have himself. So if the third Hokage is your favorite Hokage, man the fuck up. Also, the guy students were
like
literally
that,
Jiraiya the pervert, Tsunade the gambler, and Orochimaru the terrorist pedophile. Not the greatest track record of all time, but hey, that's why we love it. Next, we have the fourth Hokage, who is also Hokage number 4. Total epic badass character right here. I could totally see why someone would like him because his personality is just basically being badass. You know how Hashirama fought the Nine Tails and Madara at the same time and still won? Well, Minato couldn't even fight the Nine Tails and had to sacrifice himself valiantly to save his village. He's the guy that in the war arc all of a sudden had mastery over Sage Mode, but claimed he wasn't that good at it, even though he was a perfect Sage, unlike Jiraiya, who needed the toad guys in his shoulders.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about it that way.
He still decided,
Needed
no, not worth using against Toby and the Nine Tails when they invaded the village. Why? Because it's far more badass to die for your son at the same time as your women than to have absolutely no problem taking them down. He's also an absolutely flawless mentor, being that Obito and Rin both died while working for him. But he wasn't there any of those times, so that makes it better. We never saw anything politically about the fourth Hokage. We got to see the rule of literally every other Hokage that I've mentioned and that I will mention. We understand the philosophy of the first Hokage, the second
I didn't think about it. He's kind of right there, though. The yellow flash is just
the third Hokage,
there and
as well as
fighting.
the fifth Hokage. We knew Kakashi very well before he was implemented as the sixth Hokage, and we have Boruto to show us what kind of a badass Kage Naruto is. More on all that later. But Minato's the only guy we never saw as Kage, and that's great because it just means his
I hadn't even thought about that.
Philosophy, personality, psychology, and idealism is all in one big bubble with the title on it, Badass.
Badassery.
So Minato's your favorite Hokage. Then first of all, you should watch One Piece because Shanks is all that, but cooler. And also, you're the type of guy that thinks the final Naruto versus Sasuke fight was better than the OG Naruto versus Sasuke fight because in the final one, the explosions were way bigger, even though the emotional investment was much bigger in the first one. Look, it's your taste, not insulting you. It's who you are. You just are badass. Yeah, you thought I was going to say you're a superficial loser, but no. Only a true badass likes
superficial
things
loser
that are badass and freely admits to liking things that are badass because they're badass. You, sir, are a badass. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, even though some may call you
He made some good points I hadn't even really thought about
too badass to take
with the good old yellow flash.
See how I flip that? So definitely hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell for future epic gamer morale boosts.
Make sure you hit the notification bell without a doubt.
Next, we have the fifth Hokage. We have Tsunade, the brilliant caster
Tough
of the breast no
there
jutsu,
it is.
Giving her 2 breasts for the price.
There it was. Did you guys get? Is anybody throwing up? That was the aforementioned disgusting Easter egg, and I thought you guys should see it here. Hold on.
Gamer morale boosts.
It's frightening.
Next, we have the
be
fifth
careful.
Hokage.
Be sure you want to look at
the
this.
Brilliant caster of the breast.
Now look at those things. They're just magnificent. And then you got that over there in the left-hand corner. And I don't even know what exactly the fuck that is down there. And it's like the yin and yang of the universe. Something so perfect and something so disgusting. I like that. It plays off the best and worst in all of us right there. But thank you for including me, Nux. I mean that sincerely. It's a privilege to be included into one of your videos, and it's an even bigger privilege to be included in the shadow of those magnificent mountains. Yes, I'm going to start the video again. Just give me a second. I gotta block that part out. Oh. All right.
No jutsu, giving her 2 breasts for the price of 1. Now, if Tsunade is your favorite Hokage, then you clearly respect women. So this is immediately very cool. Especially because of all the characters that had, like, tragic losses and all that. She's the only character that ever got PTSD, which is also very cool. She did many impeccably incredible things that give her reason to be
And the gambling thing.
She got pissed off and fought against a 12-year-old kid because the kid made fun of her, which is a very mature thing to do.
I still think that's awesome, though, actually, that sequence.
constantly drunk and decides to heal a terrorist pedophile's arms so he can use massive jutsus and take down the Lee village. But before doing that, she makes sure that, yeah, there's not going to be any drawbacks to this plan because we still have Jiraiya, who she just drugged, so he wouldn't be able to intervene. So then we had the most epic introduction of the 3 Sannin ever, thanks to her. I mean, we had Tsunade, who was scared of blood, making her periods a nightmare, so she couldn't fight. We had Jiraiya, who was drugged and wobbly and could barely use any jutsu.
Terrified every 28 days.
Didn't have any arms. So that was definitely pretty epic. Gave us a cool introduction there, Tsunade, and we appreciate you. All said and done, if she's your favorite Hokage, being that she's, as I've just mentioned, the ultimate specimen to lead one of the most powerful villages in the world, yes, you definitely do not have your head screwed on wrong. She's definitely a talented prospect, does everything right, literally, and if you like her, well, then it says about you that you like busty babes. And you
there you go,
women,
Nux.
the ultimate paradox of personality.
100%.
What, you're saying you actually like her because of her personality, not just her outward appearance, or the fact that she's a whammon? Oh, well, then it says a lot about her personality. Says you're a liar! Owned! Okay, but no, seriously.
That's why I would never make that claim. It's the melons.
Their past traumas, that she was able to work past what she held dear. She loved Don, and when he died and she had her whole mental breakdown, he totally went off the rails. She became a drunk, she became a gambler, she had a fear of blood. She basically wasn't qualified
hang out with her
to be a ninja, but
in the shadow of the melons and gamble.
On her. She was able to work past all that. She was able to become a great Hokage to the village. She was able to save so many lives with her medical ninjutsu and be a total badass in the war. Despite the fact that she had all these issues, when stepping up to the plate, she was able to work her way past them. And she has big boobs.
Yes.
Dope character. I'm sold. Next Hokage. We actually have the interim 6th Hokage, Danzo. Don't think I would forget about him. If he's your favorite Hokage in Naruto,
go die.
Next, we had the actual 6th Hokage and also a part-time epic character, Kakashi-sensei, also pronounced as Kakashi-sensei. And since no one is ever happy with how I pronounce him in any videos, I'm going to call him both for this entire video. So Kakashi. Okay, I just said it once and the bit's dead. Moving on, he's a total badass Hokage.
No, I would laugh at it repeatedly because I like stuff like that.
Kakashi is my favorite Hokage in Naruto. Second is actually Tobirama. So there goes my credibility. But if Kakashi is your favorite Hokage, then you clearly are a massive masochist, because Kakashi is losing every single fight.
I love darkness.
I mean, I don't need to count them again, but let's just say the first time Kakashi fought Zabuza was totally destroyed. When he saw Orochimaru, he was scared shitless. When he saw Itachi and Kisame, they completely annihilated him and had him bedridden. When he fought Deidara for like 3 seconds and he used his own jutsu, he ended up further in the hospital. He then fought Kakuzu and was totally destroyed until Shikamaru saved him. Continued fighting Kakuzu, was continuously getting beaten until Naruto came and saved him. He fought Pain and Pain actually killed him, and then he was brought back to life. That's basically a perfect track record. The guy didn't win once. I.e., if he's your favorite Hokage, you're probably a masochist. Not only that, but if he's your favorite Hokage, you're probably the type of person that should never ever be a teacher ever. I mean, in the Chunin exams, this really important fight for Naruto and Sasuke, they were both in the finals, all was great. He's like, okay, Naruto, you train with Ebisu-sensei. And I'll teach Sasuke Chidori. Meanwhile, I never actually taught Naruto or Sakura a single useful
anything.
Sensei-ship
Oh, man.
This kid, they can freaking
This
run
is
away.
such an ass beat, not Kakashi.
Like, screw you, Kakashi-sensei. Giving him a lot more free time. So, either Kakashi is a total
mastermind. Of course, Kakashi's not anywhere near my top favorite Hokage, but I love his character.
He's just a sucky teacher. I think that means that if Kakashi's your favorite Hokage, then you would be one hell of a dad. Now I know how you all feel, by the way. Until this point, I didn't fully get it, but Kakashi's my favorite Hokage, and I'm basically telling this to myself, so this is actually literal suffering right now. But that said, I already said if you like Kakashi, you're a masochist, so this is a win-win. Also, one of the things Kakashi's very praised for is the fact that he developed 1,000-year of death jutsu, so like he enjoys sticking his fingers up the butts of little
perfectly
kids.
understandable.
Yeah, this is getting strange. Kakashi is my favorite Hokage, but I do not relate to this single aspect. I only stick my fingers up the unsuspecting asses of adults. So this is using that jutsu.
Well done, Nux. Me as well.
Okay? Shame Kakashi isn't in Avengers Endgame. That would be great. He'd have Ant-Man stand on his finger, and then he'd use 1,000 Years of Death on Thanos, and then Ant-Man would be in Thanos' ass and explode. Okay, this is one of my favorite memes ever. Just saying.
I love that
feel
expression
like it's
on Thanos.
realistic, and the fact that I fully understand that if Ant-Man would get in his ass, it would be the ultimate attack. But how does he get in that ass? And that's why we need Kakashi, whose brilliant track record of never winning a single fight.
He would get him up in there.
Coming in handy.
Without doubt.
Thanos isn't a kid, so you don't know. Kakashi may not be interested. Let's move on. This is a weird topic. To Naruto, the final Hokage that we will be discussing. Now, for those of you who've read Boruto, good on you. You're reading it instead of watching it. For those of you watching Boruto, how the hell are you doing it? It's honestly impressive. I mean, I tried a few times. It never ended up working out. Good on you. But if Naruto's your favorite Hokage, then you're the absolute majority, being that main characters always win popularity polls, as generic as that sounds. No, not that I'm calling you generic by any standards. That thought wouldn't even cross my mind. Insulting someone who took their time and effort to click on this video. This entire video was made purely to compliment the genius of those people that actually have a favorite Hokage. Doesn't matter which one. I've only said nice things about all of them, so I'm pretty sure anyone could get behind whatever their honest opinion was. I'm also happy that this video doubles as an educational video. Yes, educating you in the fact that I managed to make a third video covering all the Hokage, and this formula doesn't even feel stale yet.
It doesn't, it doesn't feel overworked.
Of the purpose of every single Hokage in Naruto, and it's coming along quite nicely. So that'll be Hokage video number 4. If you don't know and you're new here, there's a massive meme on my channel that eats up half the comment sections of all my videos saying, Nux, where's the honest descriptions of the Hokage? So I wanted to make this video thanking you all. Thanking you all for memeing hard and memeing my original honest descriptions of the Hokage video, which I actually made, even though you all keep asking me about it, to 1 million views. I think that's so sick. So this is the thank you video for that. And my next Hokage video will
good video too.
It'll just be an analysis that I've been wanting to do for a while. Definitely subscribe if you're looking forward to it, and let me know if you like this sarcastic take on the whole what your favorite anime says about you
freaking love it.
And subscribe if you like more, because I actually had a lot of fun making this one. But to be completely honest, and honest without quotation marks, if Hashirama is your favorite Hokage, then you're probably a very optimistic person. Someone strong-willed that will hold on to their ideals. Yeah, I make fun that he was like, oh, no problem, Uchiha, come join us, and that he was giving out tailed beasts to all the nations.
I like the background music.
His take on a way to get closer to peace. So if he's your favorite Hokage, then you are probably a very kind-hearted, idealistic person. If Tobirama's
me kind-hearted, I don't know.
You're probably with a pessimistic twist, being that everything he says does make sense to some level, even though it's not always what we want to hear.
I was just gonna say it's not always what you exactly what you want to hear.
I don't think it's that you're optimistic or pessimistic. I just think you consider the people that look up to you like your family. If the 4th Hokage is your favorite, then I think you're the type of guy that'll smile in the face of adversity, and even if you don't want to do the right thing, you'll end up doing it, but not only that, you'll end up happy to be doing it. If Tsunade is
you like boobies,
Hokage,
period.
Then you're probably someone that's overcome past burdens and had people tell you you weren't
like
fit
boobies.
to be doing what you want to be doing, and despite that, not giving up on your dreams. If Kakashi's your favorite
my dreams
Hokage,
are all have to do with their boobies.
Because at one point you've struggled with depression, but despite that, managed to reach out to your friends and make bonds that you hold very dear. If Naruto is your favorite Hokage, then you're part of the mass that enjoys the story for what it is. You appreciate this massive underdog story where Naruto finally got to the point that he was aiming for far too long. Say you're someone that also has your own aspirations and dreams that you reach towards, and that you will hopefully manage to succeed.
That's well put. That's good.
If Danzo is your favorite Hokage, well then you're
still a goddamn liar. Subscribe.
That was so well done. God damn. I just enjoy everything Nux does. I mean, I was even able to get past that, that horrid little cameo that was in the middle there. I mean, I still feel a little nauseous, but I'm getting over it. That was good. I really love, obviously, I really love the the more edgy takes on the Hokages, and at the end, the more realistic take was really well put together too. But yeah, for me, it's definitely just as far as pure Hokage, Hashirama. If you add any extras into it, and by extras I mean then yeah, we know where it goes from there. Well done again, Nux, and thanks for the inclusion.